Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany. Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? I'll keep it as it is. Today I'm coming to you to talk about my whips. I have no finished project at the moment. I have for you today 3 whips. 2 of them are crochet and 1 is knitting. And then I've also got some incoming. So let's start with whips. First of all, I would like to show you my progress on the Maison Joy blanket by Susan's Family. I've added a little bit more on the border, and as you can see, these are looking like grapes or something. And here I'm now working with post stitches, and right in the center here are bobbles again. And I'm fudging it here in the corner. Let me say it like this. I made every corner different by accident, and now I have worked it out that it's at least a square in total, and there is a little bit of a bulk now and then on the back of a blanket, but who cares? Also, I've started this part of the border as I'm supposed to do. They're all supposed to slant in that direction and from the center in that direction. And then there was such a fuss and no fun at all. And then I thought, just do your own thing, Claudia. So I'm now doing here post stitches, front post stitches, back post stitches, front post stitches, back post stitches. So that's much easier and much more fun. And I'm still doing this thing here. This thing here in the center. Also, for some reason, you see, this is supposed to be at the center of one of those grape things, this center. Somehow, not there, not there, of course, the last one. Somehow I ended up on this side in the center of between something. No, you can't really see it. Well, I fudged it there as well. I cheated. So yeah, that's my Maison Joy blanket, still giving me joy, even though I am doing my own thing in between. I'm using mainly Stylecraft Special DK yarn, and then here some from Stash, which is a little bit more fuzzy, has a bit of a halo. Still lots of fun. What else? Yeah. I'm also still working on the river never sleeps, keeps running. The river. I'm sorry, Marta. Marta Mitchell's latest cowl design. I'm still working on that. This is what it looks like. And I'm just about ready to join it here so that it has the right size for being a cowl. I'll still have to sew it together here. And she says that you have to do it with a twist in the cowl. So that will be a little bit like that. Almost done, but not quite yet. This is lots of fun. You work it up in a round. Here it's like working up and around. And I'm not doing it as per pattern because she's using fingering weight yarn. I'm using a DK weight yarn, and I started with 50 stitches instead of the suggested stitches, and then I think it works out fine. I had started with the main color, this one here. It's 100 gram DK yarn from Kraken Yarns. It's called the Cthulhu colorway from my last year's yarn advent calendar. I've got 5 100 gram skeins of that one, although not the same colorway, but the same yarn base. And yeah, it's a wonderful pattern, easy to follow. You can memorize it easily. I think I'm really happy with the color. I can easily imagine making another one of these. Not much to go. I think I might actually finish this in an hour's time after recording this podcast. So far, I only have that much left over from my main color, and I could make another like that longer, but to be frank, I don't think I want to. I think it has the perfect length, so I will see how it goes, and I will show you next time a finished project. Very squishy as well. I wonder if I have to block it. Probably not, because it will block on my neck. Well, that leaves just one more work in progress. Not much progress there, but I'm going to show it to you nevertheless. This is a knitting project. It's the Vertices Unite shawl by West Knits. I've shown you the colors last time. Let me untangle this mess. There isn't much progress. This is what I've knitted so far. It's a modular design. You start with one shape and then you add another shape on the side, picking up stitches. Yeah, so this is what I have so far. Not very exciting, is it? I do take lots of time when it comes to knitting. And I have to be really relaxed, because otherwise I get frustrated and agitated. Knitting is not relaxing for me. Yeah, well, so that's my knitting project. Not much to talk about, except that the Vertices Unite is a very popular pattern by Stephen West, as I said, and I watched Little Drops of Wonderful podcast, Ellie. She was talking about it as well. She is interested in making one of those as well. And also, right now, there is a knit along run by Jalin from Made by Jalin, who has the Lekker podcast here on YouTube. She is hosting a WhatsApp group, and there are lots of ladies, mainly from South Africa, and it's a lovely group of people supporting each other and cheering each other on our progress. And there are finished shawls already, so it's worth a while to join us there. You just drop Jalin a note, a message, and she will add you to the group. Yeah, so far so good. Let's talk about incoming. There isn't any yarn which came in. I can show you something sewing related. I've got a new tablecloth. I ordered this fabric from Stoffversand Nord. And this will be on my table this afternoon. My mother was sewing this together to be tablecloth. Really beautiful fabric, roses. I've also bought more fabric from that Etsy seller. Some of it is downstairs because there is a project bucket in the making with hares and squirrels on them. I will show you once it's done. But I've also got this fabric here, which I really liked. Also this fabric, which I liked because it has little hummingbirds. And this fabric, really cute. I can imagine that with a canvas bottom as a bag, probably. We will see. It says here, grown with love, and it's about gardening, I suppose. So these are some fabrics which I purchased. She added a little sample, but that's stretchy, so I can't really use that for anything, but it's a nice gift. And then today I've been to a place called Rade vom Wald, which is a small town, and it's about half an hour drive from where I live. And they had like a street market with old secondhand things, and I bought just a few things. It didn't escalate this time. So I bought this one, although you might say this is already enough as escalation. This is, well, a candle holder, I suppose, and you can adjust it here. Either you have a round one, or you put it together, and then it's a little bit not so wide, you see. You can put it on a table next to a wall. And the lady said it's not it's not a complete silver, but it has a silver coating. Not that I care, but I saw when I was it last weekend or the weekend before, when I was in Zons, there was a shop and they had like glass, like little glass things. What do you call them? Like little glass cups which you could put into these candlesticks, and into that you could put some tea lights, which looked really lovely as well, but they were really overpriced there. So when I saw this, I thought, maybe I just get these glass cups and then I can put them in my secondhand 15 euro silver candlestick. That's the idea. So that's that. And also I came to a stall who was selling these old things. You know, these things which you can put into, you put them into little Poesiealben. You know, friendship books. They used to be in fashion like 100 years ago, or actually also when I was still a child. We each had a book, Poesiealbum, and we gave it to our friends, and they wrote a little poem inside, and they put some stickers on. So these are made of paper, and you can wet them and then you can glue them on. Obviously you cut them out, the bits which you want first. With this little, what's her name, Snow White and the dwarves, or here, the modern flat sharing. And then some really kitsch flowery stickers. And then my absolute favorite, and it says it's actually reproduced from the Archives collection, Mamelog Press Ltd. in 1997, and it's from Bury St Edmunds in England, made in England. I really loved this design. Almost Victorian, isn't it? Really love this one. Why do I look so dark against the background? There, is that a little bit better? You see all my mess in the background? Okay, what's on my radar? Irina from Fiber Chats has been in Switzerland to the Swiss Yarn Festival, which was really interesting. She posted a video about that, so it's worthwhile to go to the Fiber Chats YouTube channel and check that out. And then John Arben Textiles are calling out for pattern submissions for their magazine issue 6 and 7, and you have time until July to enter your submissions. They have 2 subjects. One is about the train era, steampunk train, old-fashioned machinery kind of thing, and the other one is about wood, forest, fairies, ferns, and toadstools and these kind of things. But they have that on their website, John Arben Textiles. What else? Mariette has posted a new episode of her podcast. She is the Bürfrau. I will link it down below. I'm always butchering the Afrikaans. I'm sorry. She has recorded her episode in a different style than what she used to do, and I'm really enjoying it, I must say. Usually she used to sit in her craft room and she was talking about her projects, and now she's also showing what she's doing in the garden and her cooking and baking and all the things in between, and she has a voiceover, and it's really relaxing and interesting because I'm really interested in what's going on in her world, in her part of the world, not just yarn related. And I'm sure there was more, but I can't remember it right now. I've ordered another colorwork sock, or a pair of socks, from Sylvia. She's my sock dealer, and they are beauties, I must say. The pattern she used is a free one, but I'm going to talk to you about that once it has arrived. I was hoping it would arrive before I would record today's podcast, but post is slow here in Germany. And with that, I think that's all I can talk to you about today. I will add a couple of scenes from the garden and from driving around today and these kind of things. If you're up to it, maybe it's a little bit boring, but yeah, I let you decide if you want to watch it or not. Thank you for watching and coming back to my podcast and my little yarn world, and I hope to see you next time again as well. Keep safe, keep calm and relaxed, and enjoy your projects. See you next time. Bye bye.